Oh yeah, live in a live household. The dogs are live. I'm not in this room. I'm not alone. My parents are watching the dogs. So it doesn't look like I'm guilty, okay? Everyone's like, are you watching the dogs? No, I'm not. I'm not watching the dogs. They're fine. The dogs are fine. Everyone is fine. Everyone is fine. The dogs are fine. I am fine. We are all fine. We're all fine because you know why we're fine? It's Friday. It's a good day to be fine. I'm turning off the happy light because this is a weird angle for it. I'm figuring out my angles. Also my happy light. I'm figuring out my angles and the happy light. Hell yeah. Also, I have, I think, good clips from the last live, although I haven't posted them. I've been really good. I haven't been good at much shit other than my moral, my character, and then like making sure I post from a live if I done it before I do another live. But I didn't. Although the clips from the last live are postable. There's a few times where I like watch everything from a live and just be like, oh, fuck me. But like, not in a good way. I just be like, oh, fuck all this shit that I did creatively or whatever. But this isn't creative. This is letting. I'm word letting right now. I am so sorry for everyone who watches my live streams or the Resurrected YouTube. But I'm also so much more thankful. And I love you even so much more than I'm even thankful because Jesus fucking Christ. I'm honestly word letting. I was excited to do this today because it's like, I just want to talk all day. I just try not to be that crazy bitch that talks to herself constantly. But I never stop thinking. Well, it's a lie. Never is. There are reasons. There are ways. But like, I like those reasons and ways. But I rarely ever stop thinking. Also got a lot more quiet than when it started this. Now I look like a freak. It was just cacophony of noise in my voice a moment ago. Continuing the, oh, fuck. Hold up. Trauma, resilience, and all that dark shit. I didn't post anything from the last live, so I didn't get any more questions, I believe, than that which have already been answered. No one writes in. It's totally fine. I'll answer what everyone does write in. And if you don't write in, how am I going to answer it? Well, maybe you'll get lucky. And ChatGPT asked me the same question you wanted answered, and then I'll answer it. But ChatGPT is basically a little R-word sister version of me, so it's going to be weird. It's very tailored to me at this point. I'm going to find the other one later. If I don't have vacuum, well, okie dokie. It's kind of scary because I place the sticky note under the question I last did, and then I read it and I don't remember answering it. Like, oh my God, what does that mean? Have you forgiven yourself for everything? Oh, absolutely fuck no. Oh, nope. Okay, I do remember. Yeah, I haven't even forgiven. If I ate today, I don't forgive myself for it. I did. I had hell scrambled eggs for breakfast. I'm like, my thing today is I was like, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to eat the fattest plate of scrambled eggs ever, and then I'm not going to eat the rest of the day. And I had the fattest plate of scrambled eggs ever for breakfast. They were good though. I made them taste like pickles, and I put ketchup on them, and they were almost like a hamburger. And I thought about pulling out the yolks, and I did pull out a couple of the yolks, but not all of them. It was like a 4-egg breakfast where it was, I pulled out 2 yolks. So like a 4-egg white and 2 yolk breakfast. Hella pickle seasoning, hella ketchup. I'm also happy with death, but that made me happy. All right. So, and I don't forgive myself for that. And now I'm unhappy, especially thinking about it all. Well, I owe money. So I really shouldn't be eating scrambled eggs. All right. Eggs are so expensive. If you owe money, you should not be indulging in scrambled eggs. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. What's something you still grieve? Well, I guess my body before I ate 4 scrambled egg whites and 2 egg yolks. 2 egg yolks and 4 scrambled egg whites this morning. I grieve that. I grieve that moment before I fucking shoveled all of that in my mouth. And I don't mean to be a crazy bitch, but I do. I grieve it. Because I was like, I was going to be empty. But, you know, I like to live. I like to live. I'm not in love with living. All right. Who taught you to self-abandon and who taught you to stop? First of all, I am not at the point of self-help yet where I understand what self-abandon is, so we're going to skip this question. What the fuck? I'm figuring out a lot of good self-help stuff, though. Okay, well, then I'm going to answer this by sharing a moment of esteem versus compassion. A lot of us have been kind of building ourselves on esteem. And that's why people fuck their friends as people, which is such a stupid thing to do. Like, there's enough dick in this world to go around for me to ever take the dick of someone I even slightly know. I'm not gonna make someone break their word. That put God on me bad shit. But so much of what we've done, and even with me and my body, has been on an esteem thing of life. But it's more a compassion thing. We've been in a world of self-esteem, not self-compassion. Because putting self-compassion make us pieces of shit? No, actually wouldn't. It's a figuring thing. Alright, what's the hardest apology you've ever made? Recently, I thought I drank half of Adam Sterling's drink on accident, and it's a long story to explain how I did this on accident, but it really was on accident. I thought that they got my order wrong. So I was like, oh shit, well, I don't want to complain about my order being wrong, I'll just drink my drink. And then it was his drink. And so I tried to give him half my drink, but he can't drink half my drink, so but oh fuck, it wasn't hard, but it was it took me a moment where I was like, fuck, I fucked up, but it was such an accidental fuck up, and then I was like, oh shit, but you still fucked up, so you can say, there's a thing where you do something bad, everyone that's ever cheated fucking knows this. You've done something bad, and you're hoping you don't get caught. But if you get caught, and there is that part of you that, is like me, if I get caught in something that's so obvious to fuck up, I'll just start apologizing, because I knew when I started it that there was a chance I would get caught and then have to apologize. So it's oh shit, well, I'm sorry, you're right, I'm sorry, yeah, this was fucked up. But, sometimes there's things I do where it's when I did them, I didn't know I was fucking up, and then it's hard for me to apologize. Cause I'm well, now I'm admitting my intention wasn't to be a bad person, and I'm admitting that in a way that my intention was gonna be a bad person by me apologizing, but that's not necessarily true. I don't understand everything, but I'm thinking, I'm hoping, goddamn, am I hoping? That's not necessarily true. But what knows intention? None of us. We don't know each other. We know our own intention, but we never fucking know what other people's intentions are. So, good luck, all of us. Because there is something, I think, that knows our intentions. And that thing, almost, as much as I love it, wouldn't even say itself mattered if it's things we're not feeling good about intentions and shit. I don't know. It's always good to apologize. It's not really hard for me once I realize the trick of it. It's not perfectly easy, but apologies, once you make them, are so fucking relieving. Oh, I recommend apologizing. I highly recommend apologizing. If you feel if there is ever something that reoccurs to you more than 2 times in a year that you should apologize for and you haven't yet, consider maybe doing it eventually. You might even, while that person out of their thing, but you might make their day more than you realize, too, or their life more than you realize, too. Maybe they've been waiting for your apology. Who fucking knows? I don't, not anything completely. What does resilience feel like in your body? That's a hard word actually for me to answer to, because I use resilience a lot in terms of my eating disorder. Like, I have resilience against like needing certain things, and I like just like I have resilience against sleep. I have resilience against food. So I semantically almost have a hard time with the word resilience. It was very much like marketed to me in teaching. So and at the time I was like very much, I don't sleep, I don't eat. I guess that's why I was such a hot teacher and such an ugly now, but like it still, I don't care for the word resilience almost, although I also don't hate it. It just, resilience never paid me off anything but continuing. I wish I was a little less resilient, a little more indulgent. Maybe I wouldn't have to still be doing it, but it's okay. What is resilience? Is a way for them to make you to work for more than you are worth. Make you do more work than like it's worth. Like, they're gonna pay you. Shit, let me get all these words right. Resilience is a trick to be paid for way less than what you're doing. You're like, well, I'm resilient, so I'll take this pay and do this shit. Like, or I'll take this abuse and do this love. Like, you know, whatever thing that they're getting you to do. I don't know. They are never people, individuals, or like things. They is like the horrors of flesh and blood and easy things to see. It's never that easy. I fucking hate that. Okay, next question. What's a cringe coping mechanism you had but needed? Eating disorders, absolutely. Making myself throw up. Has anyone ever like it's so funny that like it's like don't. The beauty standards are so probably not even individuals. It's like probably something way more evil to be like a girl who makes herself throw up is. I think I smell like vomit all the time. I probably smell like vomit all the time. Hey, Catholic bulimic. A lot of guilt. A lot of time on the knees. Also, like me. All right. What's something you wish you could unsee? Okay. I wish I could see more sometimes. I'm not pure enough yet. But like I wanted to hear a story about how my brother learned what a blowjob is. Which is walking in downtown Midtown Sacramento. And so my mom and my brother were going, so my mom could get her hair done, and she had she had picked my brother from school or whatever, or he's my younger brother, my baby brother, the father of my nephew, and Jack Thompson, and they as they were walking to my mom's hair appointment, my brother had a habit of looking down alleys because he was a curious and bright child, and so like he wanted to see what's going on down at the alleys. And down a certain alley, he noticed an act being done, which was two homeless people like blowjobbing, and they were both dudes too. But so yes, my mom was like, "What are they doing?" And my mom was like, "Hold up, let's see. Oh shit, I know what they're doing." And my brother learned what a blowjob was. I don't know if he wishes to unsee that, but like, my brother learning what a blowjob is in that way is one of my favorite fucking stories. And I remember him telling me this, like, accidentally. He's like, "And Amy, this is what they were doing." I'm like, okay. No. 3 years at that point was something. I was 3 years older, so. And if you're cute, they get you young. Once you get cute, they get you young. So I was very aware of a blowjob 3 years before my brother, and now realizing what that was from two dudes in an alley. And hell yeah, Midtown Sacramento. Sex ed in our alleys. It's the capital of California. Alright, have you ever gone nonverbal from overwhelm? Yeah, I actually do a lot, which seems so weird because I talk all the time, but especially one-on-one interactions, if I'm on a one-on-one conversation and I'm really like trying to conversate, and I really can't really conversate one-on-one unless I am in a one-on-one place with someone. I sometimes will like I don't even flap my arms to try and figure it out. I hope fucking not obnoxious. When was your rock bottom? atheism. I might have looked better on paper. I might have been a certain amount of putting more hope in something that sometimes makes numbers go up or down in certain ways. But like that, I wasn't fine with everything. Like I will, like, no, I'm not fine with everything, but like I wasn't fine with, I didn't have the peace like I have now when I was atheist. And definitely not agnostic. Agnostic is the most unpeaceful form. There's almost some peace in atheism where you're like, all right, you know, there cannot be a God that's as good as me, because I save worms when I walk. Like if I would walk and I would see a worm needing to get back to soil, I would try and find a good spot away from like birds and stuff where it can maybe nestle back down into the soil. And I thought God would never take time for something so distressed as I am taking time for this worm. Obviously, there's no God, but I knew nothing. And I didn't even think. I didn't listen. All I did was think. All right, what keeps you going when you want to give up? Well, Jesus fucking Christ. And my parents, which are a gift from. And my people, which are the creations of. Not, I mean, like God, but I always like a homie who represented well. I wish I could be like that. But my wants are insatiable, and I'm very human. All right. So the next section is dating apps, disasters, and digital love, which sounds like dating apps and disasters. I'm so happy for ChatGPT. Eventually I'll post something, and I will answer any question anyone asks. But you're going to have to catch my lives. You're going to have to, if you're on Resurrected YouTube and you don't have an Instagram, just make a throwaway Instagram like for Reddit. You can do that, I'm sure. Like, just make a throwaway email, then make a throwaway Instagram, and then just ask me a question if you want a question answered. From me. If you want a question answered from something else, you got to ask that thing. Fuck. I'm going to do eyeshadow. You hear that? This one. I like this one. What dating app story haunts you? I can't say it. I mean, I can, but I'd be running all my bits. I use dating apps to deal drugs. I use dating apps to use drugs with people. And then it kind of became a thing where it's like, oh, you have these drugs, I have these drugs. Oh, my drugs are worth more. Well, all right. And we're going to try our best. Also, fucking, and I've already said this before, fuck Hinge. Hinge's whole concept is messy. Oh, you're gonna hook me up with the people that I love? Like, using Hinge made me end up in a situationship with my best friend's ex-husband's best man. That's not, the fuck Hinge. Hinge is trying to start drama. That's what Hinge is trying to do. Hinge is trying to start drama. Honestly, Tinder is probably the best fucking thing. If you're gonna do that, I'm giving up. I'll meet people in person. Dating apps are 100 more messages. That's such a lie. Dating apps are 2 more messages than I want to answer a day. Have you ever been catfished? I have not, but if I ever found out someone used my photos to catfish, I would feel kind of like, I don't know, I'd be kind of flattered. And I'd be like, oh my God, my pictures? Because I have gone on 2 dating app dates where they told me in a very nice way, wow, you're hotter than your pictures. And I was kind of like, I think I'm cute in my pictures too. A weird, is that a neg? N-E-G, I'm not saying a bad word. But I am going to do eyeshadow and then maybe coming back. And if I do, it'll be more, I can't look at them up before time. They all have to be in the moment. Dating apps, disasters, and digital love questions. I'll probably come back. I'm in a talky mood. Hell yeah, okay, we're live, but mostly for Resurrected YouTube. Instagram Live, the first few moments are nothing, and the ending, middle, and few moments are the nothing. So, Resurrected YouTube, you are my everything. But if you're on live right now, you are, like, live. I can't reach it, though. Alright. What's the worst opening line someone sent to you? And that's usually something that's not a question. So, like, I'm not saying any gender is better than the other, but one of the things I really like about girls is they won't ever do a hey you. They'll always ask a fucking question or something it's easier to respond to. But just say hey you is like, oh, what do I say? Like, hey is what I'm gonna fucking say back, and then they're gonna be like, I thought I was expecting more because you're a girl. Yeah, exactly. I know I'm a wordy bitch, but I don't know. I could be the wordiest bitch in the world. I don't know how to respond to hey you, except for in a way that someone's going to talk shit about later. Like, I really responded to that hey you. Have you ever ghosted someone who didn't deserve it? Yes. If I've ever ghosted anyone, they did not deserve it. I've never ghosted anyone that's deserved it. Absolutely not. If someone was still texting me back to the point where I decided to stop texting them back, and there was some sort of thing, I am so fucking sorry. You deserved way better. I'll use the excuse, I'm busy, whatever. No, I'm just, there's no excuse. Anyone I have ever ghosted to the point where they were texting me back, it wasn't like, no, they didn't deserve it. And me being ghosted before ghosting people is no excuse for me having, and that is what I use. I was like, I get to ghost people because I've been ghosted. But no, fuck no. Communication is always blessed if one can give it. What's your biggest ick? Hate? No, that's a lie. There's good things to hate. I guess what's my biggest ick? Yeah, picking the wrong battles, that's so big. Well, for my own personal narcissistic state, my biggest ick is if someone doesn't find me funny. I don't mean to be that bitch, but if someone doesn't think I'm funny, and I mean, like, I don't give a fuck, like, I love people who don't find me funny, but if, like, someone's gonna, like, get up inside my body, they gotta think I'm funny. They gotta think I'm funny to some degree. And, you know, I might not even be some nights. I'm gonna try really hard to be every single night. But I practice a lot of my jokes in front of shampoo, and that's kind of sham, those poos. Like, I want a real laugh knowing. I just these shampoos. I'm not worried. I get everything I deserve to get. And if that's death, I'm fine with it. What does your dating profile say about you? Right now, if I have one and you're on it, I'm not answering things. It's just because I haven't figured out how to take it down. I'm doing the just meet people in person thing. I did do dating apps, and I know good people on dating. I know people I would want to kind of meet on dating apps. Like, ooh, you're on the dating app. Maybe I'll download it, and then we'll match up, and we'll finally be able to. But, nah. What does your dating profile say about you? I like long walks on the beach and to the ocean. Can we drink waves? I love salt. I'm gonna lick a salt block. Can I drown on one? Let's try it out. Do you believe people can fall in love online? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I have seen it happen. online stands aside for people. Whatever judgments we want to give for relationships people have met online, online stands aside and God with it in terms of love been found there. I know several. Two off the top of my mind, my nephew comes from it. My cousin Katrina and her husband have 3 gorgeous fucking children who will contribute so much love to existence in the world and the earth, like off of dating apps. So our dating websites, like, it's absolutely. Do I think I can? I talk a lot and I don't like to answer messages. So I'm thinking at this current moment, I might not be great for that. Also, I've had a few fails that actually led to me thinking not only my own life would be lost, but also that of my dear brother and sister-in-law, like being lost in that me fucking up on dating apps. So I think that they can be found, but like, I don't know for me if I'm going to be, if you're trying to message me on dating apps, I'm not answering. Oops, I thought they took it down. It's on Google. Message Google and tell them this bitch doesn't answer. Take her down. Please. Full assassin. Google. Do no evil. Full assassin. Alright, what's the weirdest first date ever? I've never had a weirdest first date ever. I actually really appreciate someone actually taking me on a date. I will say one time, one of the best first dates I ever got taken on from a guy who ghosted me, but he gave me such a fucking good first date. I could never be mad at him for it. Like no wonder he ghosted me. I probably fucked up. So his job was the person who dispatched the cars for weed driving services, so to deliver weed to different places, like a cannabis delivery service for dispensaries and stuff. And he was the main dispatcher, like the boss basically for this. He didn't even have to drive the cars. He just dispatched them. And he picked me up. We smoked a fat fucking rollie. Excellent quality. And then he took me to a restaurant and he literally told me whatever I wanted to order. And I was like, I don't know. Everything on this menu sounds good. And he did that. Like, he ordered everything I said sounded good. And that is so fucking nice. Dude is allowed to ghost me after. Like, thank you for a really good night. Like, that's not a weird, I hope that, I don't think he was disrespectful. I'm sure he probably had, I hope, a girl way hotter than me who he had just recently broken up with, and he was treating someone well, and he's going to go back to her, and hopefully she'll recognize the next time when he treats her well, and maybe she's into the same things as me, and it'll go well. But that was a long time ago, too. That was like 4 years ago. Fuck. That was like kind of as I was starting comedy, which is, I will say, this is my 4th summer, so kind of. Been a while. That's about a half a decade. Just about. What's a pattern you've noticed in the people you date? Well, that I find them attractive. They might all look different. If they try and compare themselves to each other, they're not going to figure it out. But, like, I know. Have you ever gotten revenge after being ghosted? No. Yes, but in a way that I didn't get revenge as God did, where it's like they ghosted me and then they probably really wanted to be with me again and couldn't be because they ghosted me, and so I had lost safety and comfortability, which then makes it hard for me to take off my clothes because I really can't take off my clothes in front of someone I don't trust, which means if I don't feel safe or comfortable because you ghosted me at a point, hey, you're asking my panties off. You've been some Ouija board ass shit. And then that's disappointing for them because maybe they realized some stuff and they're like, well, I'll do it better, and I'm just not ready for it. I'm gonna put on more lip gloss. I can't use face spray right now because I can't afford face spray right now. I can, but whatever face spray I've been using not has only fucked up my room, but also fucked up the covers of all of the books that have covers that I own, whether I am considering giving them away or not. If they have little white speckles on them, it's from this fucking face spray that I'm not using right now. I'm just not gonna cry, okay? I'm not gonna fucking cry, so I don't need face spray. We're gonna be fine. As people that are good, we're gonna be fine. Actually, and then real quick, we'll just say then, because my big thing would be to spray my face and leave, but I can't do that because I'll ruin the hardwood floor. I'll ruin anything within a range, and my own face will look like it all of a sudden came up in whiteheads, which are the best to pop, but the worst when then you have a problem with popping your skin, and you don't really have anything to pop. It just means that you then just dig your fingernails in there. If you meth people know, dig your fingernails in. I'm not using this face spray. It makes me look like I have things I need to pop on my face, and I know I shouldn't because I've seen it makes things need to be popped on the wooden floors in every book around me. If this face spray hits a surface, it will create a whitehead. And I love Urban Decay, but whatever, they have excellent face sprays, but whatever one I got a budget on is really fucking up my shit right now. So I'm just not gonna cry tonight. So I just wait to do my makeup until the last minute. Okay, we're doing this. All of us, we're all existing. If anyone is listening to this, you are existing. Oops, sorry. I mean, for me, because I don't know what I'm gonna do to add to it, but talk to God. Maybe that has something better. All right. Maybe I'll see everyone out in the real world. Existing, never easy, rarely comfortable. Seek comfort unless they're hurting someone else. And then you're not adding to comfort. Hey, we all got a little bit of Messiah complex in us. If you suffer a little of your comfort for someone else's, it's not the worst thing. But there's also boundaries that need to be set, because there's things we can get caught up in, then overindulging to ourselves above a Messiah on that. We're like forgetting a God just to make comfort for others. So it's fucking crazy. It's an individual for everyone. No hard rules of thumb. Like, I wish I could make my thumb into shit. Well, all my pencils are right here. That's a lie. I have pencils all over. This is a marker. There's no hard rules of thumb. It's all wiggly. Every individual has a different thing going on. Their own kind of magic. You got to talk to something to figure it out. Talk to the thing that created you. All right, good luck. Or be blessed.